Nick Rudder from McKee's 37. Today I'm going to show you how to use N-914 Rinseless Wash, a 4-in-1 product that can be used as a rinseless wash, as the name implies, a spray and wipe waterless wash, a clay lubricant, and even a paint prep. Now if you look around me, you'll notice that I have a bucket of water in my Carolina detailing cart, but I don't have a hose. So you might be wondering, how am I going to wash a car without a hose? Well, that's the beauty of a rinseless wash. Whether it's wintertime and you live up north, or if you're in an apartment complex, or if you're just looking for a faster, safer way to wash your vehicle while minimizing the amount of water that you use, a rinseless wash is a fantastic alternative to a traditional wash that has a hose and soapy solution. So using a rinseless wash is simple. I've got a 5-gallon bucket filled with 3 gallons of water, and you dilute this 1 ounce of concentrate for every 2 gallons of water. So 2 capfuls equals an ounce. And I've actually got 3 gallons of water in here. So I'll do 3 capfuls. And I'm going to use a grit guard insert to mix the solution around. And compared to a traditional wash that has mountains of soapy suds and where you wash the vehicle and you rinse it off, the way a rinseless wash works is you take your big gold sponge, which we designed this for rinseless washes. It's a very soft gold foam material, and it has these cross-cut grooves that trap the dirt and grit. And you let it soak in your wash mitt, or excuse me, in your wash bucket. And an optional step, and follow me on this, is you take the N-914 and you mix it up with the waterless wash dilution, which is 1 ounce for every 128 ounces of water, and you can spray the panel down as a pre-treatment just to help loosen the dirt and debris. So I've already got it mixed up, and with this method you're wetting the surface for additional lubrication, because the key to success with a rinseless wash is lubrication. The more lubrication, the better. An N-914 rinseless wash, it smells fantastic. Take my big gold sponge, and this sponge holds a mountain of solution, which is what you want. It gets nice and heavy, and you're simply put it over the surface, and you're going to wash in straight lines. I'm not going to rub in a circular motion, and what happens is the dirt and the grit becomes trapped in the cross-cut grooves of the mitt. I'll flip the sponge over to another side, and the first time you perform a rinseless wash, you might feel kind of odd doing it, because normally when you wash your vehicle, you see soapy suds and you're rinsing it off, so this is kind of strange. Take your sponge, you rub it across the grit guard insert, and the grit guard insert traps the dirt particles so they can't swirl back up in the bucket and infiltrate your clean water. Wash this section right here. And it just glides across the surface, and N-914 provides a lot of lubrication to help prevent any kind of scratching. And I'll normally do the lower panels last, but this is for demonstration, so I did the whole thing. I'll save this bottom for last because it's typically the dirtiest part of the vehicle. And then simply dry the surface then. So I did 2 panels, well actually a panel and a half a panel, because the hood of this Mustang is large. The next step is to dry with a soft microfiber towel, and this is our Glacier 1100. It's 2 towels sewn together. It's a whopping 1100 GSM. We have this in 2 colors, a gray and a blue, and a blue and a blue. And the optional step is to use a drying aid, in this case our Fast Wax. And what a drying aid does is it's going to increase the gloss and the slickness, and it's going to make drying the panel easier. So drying aid, you simply spray it on the surface. Doesn't take a whole lot. Take your Glacier 1100, and I'm simply drying the paint, and Fast Wax smells fantastic. And take a look at that glossy, slick paint. So what I would do is I would repeat this process panel by panel until the entire vehicle has been washed. And then for the wheels and tires, what I like to do is have a second big gold sponge dedicated just for wheels and tires. You dunk it in your bucket at the end, you clean those, Now, if the wheels are really dirty, if it's been a few weeks, then I'll do a traditional wash for the wheels. But otherwise, using a dedicated sponge is fantastic. So that's McKee's 37 N-914 Rinseless Wash. You can use it as a rinseless wash, a waterless, a clay lube, and a paint prep. And one of the beautiful things about this formula is that it releases dirt and grit from your wash mitt, and it's not going to stain it. So when you're finished washing for the day, your wash mitt, it's not going to be stained. Now, after a couple hundred uses, you might accumulate some staining, but it's not like other formulas that as soon as you wash your panel, it stains it, and then you're stuck with this ugly wash mitt. Your big gold sponge wash mitt won't turn into the big black wash mitt. So again, Nick Rudder, McKee's 37 N-914 Rinseless Wash. Take care.